When Hollywood stars disappear from the general public eye, rumors unfold speedy on social media and within the news. This is exactly what happened with Jason Momoa, the famous Hawaiian actor famous for gambling, Khal Drogo in Game of Thrones, and Aquaman in Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. While filming the Aquaman movie, Momoa unexpectedly stopped making public appearances, which made human beings marvel what was going on. However, what investigators observed in his luxurious home in London is not proper. Particularly conservative commentator Jesse Waters, who turned into left speechless on live TV. As pics circulated amongst enterprise insiders, one response kept arising: "This is disturbing." Now anyone is asking the equal query, not simply what took place, however, how may want to a person who seemed to have it all collapse so appreciably in the back of closed doors, the unexpected discovery. Being famous comes with many perks, wealth, admiration, and from time to time the capability to keep secrets. Jason Momoa, the Hawaiian actor, seemed to have all of it, but behind the scenes something unsettling began occurring. It all began in past due 2021, while Jason began filming the eagerly expected Aquaman sequel in London. The manufacturing changed into already facing delays and budget worries. When information broke that could trade everything, Jason had gotten smaller COVID-19, forcing him to isolate and placing the entire manufacturing at danger. Jason is satisfactory fortuitously and is now isolating upon getting a high-quality test, but it is an actual headache for the film's bosses, who are now disturbing about having to delay their tight filming agenda, an insider revealed. What appeared like a minor setback could quickly unravel into something a ways more disturbing. While most celebrities may check into a 5-superstar hotel to get better, Jason chose something extra extravagant, a sprawling £20 million mansion in North London with 8 bedrooms, 11 bathrooms, and amenities that would make even the maximum pampered stars jealous. The production team maintained daily touch with their famous person. Everyone concerned believed Jason began handling the isolation properly, even collaborating in virtual manufacturing meetings and sharing occasional social media updates that confirmed him smiling and reputedly healthy. But as days stretched into weeks, conversation became increasingly erratic. Calls went unanswered. Text responses became shorter and every now and then incoherent. We commenced to worry when he overlooked 3 scheduled virtual conferences in a row, one manufacturing assistant later discovered. The director became expertise, but there was a variety of money on the line with every day of put-off. What no person found out was that behind the mansion's gates, Jason Momoa's brief house was turning into the scene of something unheard of. A metamorphosis that would later have belongings managers calling their legal professionals and insurance businesses in panic. A palace match for Poseidon. To recognize why the invention changed into so stunning, you should first photograph Jason Momoa's temporary home. This wasn't just any mansion. It became a property that screamed excess in every viable way. Set on 11 acres of pristine land in certainly one of London's maximum extraordinary neighborhoods, the neoclassical mansion featured a 3-car garage, a personal safety hotel, and rolling greenery that ensured whole privateness. Inside, no fee have been spared. The home boasted an expert-grade cinema room where Jason could watch rough cuts of his present-day paintings. A custom bowling alley supplied amusement throughout those long quarantine days. But most striking of all became the huge indoor swimming pool, fitting for the actor gambling the king of Atlantis, surrounded by way of marble columns. Perhaps the most telling aspect, approximately Jason's character, turned into the custom hiking wall that became established at the front of the belongings. The actor, recognized for his love of mountain climbing and outdoor adventures, reputedly could not undergo the notion of being cooped up without a physical undertaking. Jason might be residing the celeb existence despite being far from home. Pronounced amusement information at the time showcasing photos of the sprawling belongings with its pricey services. The master bedroom by myself occupied an entire wing of the mansion, presenting a bedroom larger than maximum London apartments, a walk-in closet the scale of a boutique keep, and a bathroom that rivaled luxurious spas in its opulence. Italian marble countertops, gold-plated furniture, and a shower big sufficient for 6 human beings spoke to the type of luxury few ever revel in. The kitchen was equipped with commercial-grade home equipment, ideal for getting ready the natural, health-aware meals Jason preferred. A personal gymnasium housed cutting-edge equipment, permitting him to maintain the body required for his superhero function even whilst in isolation. A wine cellar stocked with uncommon vintages supplied liquid comfort, while a recreation room presenting everything from antique arcade machines to the latest gaming consoles supplied endless entertainment options. What the glossy photos did not display, but was what might be left in the back of whilst Jason's live got here to and stop. The belongings' owners, who had hosted royalty and billionaires without incident, had no concept what they had been approximately to walk into. No amount of experience may one to have organized them for what they located after Jason Momoa departed. The Hollywood lifestyle. Born in Hawaii, however raised in Iowa, Jason has continually been something of a contradiction. A small metropolis boy with uncommon scenes who had become a global movie star. His journey to fame wasn't straightforward. Before touchdown his breakthrough position in Game of Thrones, he struggled with being typecast and going through financial problems. "I mean, we have been starving after Game of Thrones," he as soon as admitted in an interview, relating to the duration before Aquaman made him a household name. This heritage may provide an explanation for why, while achievement in the end came, Jason embraced the Hollywood lifestyle with such enthusiasm. Friends defined him as someone who lived large, throwing lavish events, collecting antique motorcycles, and indulging his ardor for exceptional tequila. Despite his growing wealth, he maintained a reputation as a all-the-way down-to-earth guy who did not take himself too critically. But as COVID-19 swept the world over, production on Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom confronted a couple of demanding situations. The stakes were relatively high. The original Aquaman movie had grossed over $100 million worldwide, making it the best DC Extended Universe movie to interrupt the billion greenback mark. The strain to deliver a hit sequel turned into colossal. Jason's non-public life became additionally processed significant adjustments. His marriage to Lisa Bonet, which had regarded rock stable for years, was beginning to reveal cracks that could finally lead to their separation assertion. Close buddies mentioned that the pressure of maintaining an extended distance courting whilst filming have been taking its toll. When Jason examined Superb for COVID, the manufacturing group thrown into panic mode. Film executives involved about delays to their already tight schedule and the potential domino impact on different planned releases. What they didn't assume become how isolation could affect a person acquainted with regular interests, social interplay, and physical exertion. Behind closed doorways. As Jason settled into his quarantine mansion, life in London persevered to grapple with the pandemic. At the time of his analysis, in overdue October 2021, the UK was recording nearly 44 new COVID cases every day. Health professionals were cautioned that the country turned into now not yet on pinnacle of the pandemic in spite of the rollout of vaccines. Inside the mansion, Jason becomes residing in a bubble of luxurious, a long way removed from the realities most humans have been facing. Staff were reportedly instructed to depart deliveries at the gate and preserve strict protocols to make certain the celebrities' privacy and safety. For most people, quarantine supposed small flats, Netflix binges, and limitless Zoom calls. For Jason, it meant a personal paradise with each possible consolation. But this isolation subsequently led to behaviors that raised extreme worries. Days stretched into weeks as Jason recovered from his preliminary signs and symptoms. Production on Aquaman remained partially suspended, with scenes being remodeled to accommodate his absence. Co-stars such as Amber Heard, Nicole Kidman, and Willem Dafoe endured filming scenes that failed to require his presence. During this period, Jason's only connection to the outdoor world became his phone and computer. He every now and then published on social media, sharing glimpses of his recovery and expressing gratitude for fanatics' help, But those cautiously curated posts discovered nothing approximately what was sincerely taking place behind the one's mansion partitions. According to a family staff member who spoke anonymously, his each-day habitual had started commonly enough. Jason might wake up early, meditate, and work out inside the personal gym, inside his own cell, or go to the Spanish parlor. He'd take convention calls with the manufacturing group and his management, assuring everyone he changed into recovering nicely and eager to return to the set. But around day 7 of his isolation, something modified. The workforce member noticed that Jason's requests became increasingly unusual. He ordered artwork resources, dozens of canvases, brushes, and gallons of paint in various colorations. He has common food mixtures at strange hours. Sleep patterns have become erratic, with lighting fixtures visible throughout the mansion at 3 or 4 in the morning. Security pictures would later show Jason pacing the grounds at nighttime, every now and then speaking to himself, gesturing animatedly, as if in verbal exchange with unseen partners. During video calls with the production crew, they observed his commonly well-groomed look had given manner to an unkempt beard and raveled hair. Dark circles shadowed his eyes, suggesting he wasn't dozing nicely. It turned into like looking a person slowly resolved, one manufacturing assistant later commented. With visible actors struggle with the pressures of large productions earlier than, however, this was extraordinary. This turned into concerning. What commenced as a habitual clean after Jason's departure might soon develop into something the assets managers never predicted. The first symptoms. On a November morning, the cleansing crew arrived, awaiting a recurring cleanup after Jason Momoa's live. Jason had vacated the assets days in advance, reportedly having recovered sufficient to return to the Aquaman set. The head of the cleansing carrier had labored for the Property Control Corporation for years and had visible all varieties of messes left via excessive profile customers. However, she wasn't prepared for what awaited interior. The first red flag appeared before they even entered the residence.